Welcome to Core Essentials. My name is Mike Sylvester, founder of Core Essentials, a stability-based strength training program that fuses together the many disciplines of fitness, including yoga, Pilates, physical therapy, and traditional strength training. The concept is simple. Build a stable base before you build muscle. The benefits are numerous: injury prevention, improved balance and core stability, agility, cardiovascular endurance, muscular definition, and stabilization that allows flexibility, and strength that has a purpose, all in just 30 minutes.
Welcome to the second installment of Core Essentials. My name is Mike Sylvester. Today's show is going to focus on how to strengthen and firm the hips and buttocks, which what we call in this fitness industry the glutes. Aside from the aesthetic appeal of having firm glutes, firm butt, strong glutes can also protect your knees, believe it or not. Think of your buttocks muscles as the steering wheel of a car and your knees as the tires. If the glutes break down, or if they're not strong, the buttocks muscles, the tires can wear out, which is like having poor alignment. So right now, I'm going to explain the theory behind successfully targeting the hips and butt. Then I'll demonstrate the exercises in a particular sequence which is going to maximize the results. I'll first demonstrate the beginner version, which can be done at home, and then I'll demonstrate an advanced version which can be done in most gyms. The advanced version is very, very tough. I do not recommend anyone performing these exercises without first consulting with their physician or, at the very least, a qualified personal trainer. Let's get into the theory right now. The majority of women I train currently and in the past have always wanted this magic bullet program that's going to target their buttocks muscles. Back in 1992, when I worked at a local health club, many of the women were asking me the same thing because they knew I had a program designed. I was working on it back then. And I decided, instead of giving them to them, being the educator that I am, I asked my boss if I could do a lecture on this very topic. I entitled the lecture, Getting to the Bottom of It. Soon after that, I realized I really wanted to make this into a full-fledged book, a 150-page manuscript it turned into. So today's show will focus on the exercise chapter of Getting to the Bottom of It. The secret to effectively targeting the hips and buttocks is found in a simple training method that bodybuilders have been using for years called pre-exhaust, which simply means targeting the buttocks muscles first by what we call in this industry a single joint motion, then immediately performing a multiple joint motion right after it. Now, I know that's a mouthful. A lot of new terms have been thrown at you. Let me explain what these terms mean: single joint and multiple joint. A single joint motion is an exercise that rotates around one axis. And that may sound confusing, but basically some examples of that would be the leg extension exercise, a lateral raise exercise, a bicep curl. Those are all rotating around one joint, or one axis, if you will. On the other hand, an example of multiple joint motion, which is any motion that rotates around many axes. Some examples of this would be the squat, the lunge, and the military press, or what we call an overhead press, and bench press, and a lat pull-down exercise. Those are all examples of multiple joint, and this will make sense after we put the pieces of the hip and butt program together. Why is this important to know? Because many individuals that are in the gym, many women that are working out, doing squats or lunges, seeing that it's a multiple joint motion, meaning that there's many other muscles being utilized, a lot of times the quads or the front of the thighs tire out first before they even get to the glutes, and especially if they're not going deep enough into the lunge or the squat, because that's where you get most of your gluteal or your buttocks recruitment, or the muscles are working mostly when the knee is past 90 degrees. But even then, it's tough because we're still feeling the quad more than the glutes. Bottom line, if you perform an exercise that targets the buttocks first, single joint motion, then immediately follow it by a multiple joint exercise, you should feel your butt like you've never felt it before. Another trick to targeting the buttocks is to stand on one leg. Many exercises in the gym choose exercises that involve them standing on both legs. Standing on one leg is another secret to really hitting your butt. And in the exercise program that's going to follow, you're going to see a lot of exercises that are going to be done on one leg. So without any further ado, let's go into the beginner program.